All right, in problem 26, we are told that line AB, or that line A is parallel to line B. We are given an algebraic expression to represent the measure of angle 1 as well as angle 2. And we are asked to find two things, to find x and also the measure of angle 3. So let's talk about where those angles are located and what relationship that we can find. And so if we look, here's angle 1 right there, and here is angle 2 right here. And so if we think about relationships between angle 1 and angle 2, they're not corresponding, they're not alternate interior, they're not alternate exterior. So we have to use a little bit more information here. If we think about the location of angle 1 being here, we would know that it would have to have the same measure as this angle here because they would have to be a vertical angles. And then what we would know is that the measure of this angle here and the measure of our angle 2 would have to equal 180 because they are consecutive interior angles. And so if this angle up here for measure angle 1 is represented by 12x plus 4, then this angle here is as well. So I'm going to be able to take that 12x plus 4 and add it to the 7x plus 5 and set that equal to 180 since they are supplementary. And now I'm just going to combine like terms and solve this equation. To find out that x is equal to 9. So I've got my first part of that done. And so if I'm looking for the next part of this, I'm looking to find that measure of angle 3. And I would know that in location here that where angle 1 is located and angle 3 are corresponding angles, and so therefore they would have to have that same measurement. And so if I know that angle 1 is represented by 12x plus 4, and I now know that x is 9, I can substitute that in here and perform those order of operations. And if I find out that this angle 1 is 112, then I know that angle 3 must be 112 also. All right, let's look at number 27. Number 27, we are given that line A is parallel to line B, and we're asked to find x and y. So I'm looking about and trying to figure out a relationship that I could use to set up an equation that I would be able to solve. So if I look at this angle here and this angle here, I would know that those angles are consecutive interior angles, and therefore would have to be supplementary and equal 180. So I'm going to take and say 8x plus 3, and I'm going to add to it 15x minus 7, and that's going to equal 180 because they're supplementary. So let's go ahead and solve that, combine our like terms, move the negative 4, and divide. And so now I have x is equal to 8. If x is equal to 8, and I know that this measurement up here is 8x plus 3, I now know that this is 67. And if I know that this is 67, then this angle over here is a vertical angle, and that would also have to be 67. So I can use that to set up an equation that's 6y plus 7 must be equal to 67. And so if I solve this now for y will equal 10.